What's a nice way for me to put this? The Inhumans was trash. Like, if you guys been anywhere on the internet, you've probably seen the reviews, the terrible reviews. Inhumans are terrible, it looks cheap. And like me, you're probably thinking, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I need to watch it. So I decided to go watch it, and holy, the critics were not wrong. This show is trash. Can we talk about why this show's gonna get canceled for a minute? Reason number one, this show looks like it was made by two guys in their mom's basement with $20. Like, legitimately, the CG is terrible. And for a show with these superheroes, this is how the Inhumans look in comic books. They look badass, lively, colorful, imaginative. This is how the Inhumans look on the show. They look like they went to Michael's or Party City, bought some cheap leather clothes, slapped them on, and now we have a Marvel cinematic experience in IMAX. And my dumb ass went ahead and I paid for it. It looks bad. Like, I've seen terrible CG. Like, I watched The Flash. If you watch The Flash on CW, you've seen the episode with Gorilla City and Gorilla Grodd, and your eyes didn't bleed from terrible CG, you're not human. My eyes legit bled. That's how terrible The Flash CG was for Gorilla City. And Arrow last season, the premiere when he's dangling from the helicopter, trash CG, just terrible. But then I watch Inhumans and I kind of want to watch The Flash CG because this Inhumans terrible. Like, the CG in this, let's talk about some of the CG characteristics. Lockjaw, this big teleporting dog. He looks trash. Like, he looks exactly like this. You see this image here that I just copied and pasted onto my green screen? He looks exactly like they copied and pasted him onto the green screen of the show. If I can create the special effects with a laptop and a green screen in a room in my house, like, a movie studio as big as Marvel should be able to make better CG, especially since Marvel makes like $1 billion a year off their movies. You can, you know, give some funds to the TV department. Look at DC and Warner Brothers. They don't make billions of dollars a year off their movies, but every year they have a new superhero TV show coming out. So the CW alone has 5 superhero shows from DC. And you telling me Marvel doesn't have the funds to give me a decent Inhumans TV experience? Like, up your budget, bro. If it's $20, up it to $40. Give it the Flash treatment. Ball out. Go $70. Give me something that isn't this. The CG and the set, everything just looks cheap, poorly made. Again, look at all these images I'm slapping up. It looks exactly like that. And in IMAX, it's even worse because you see that shit big, in your face, terrible. Another reason why this show's gonna get canceled. Let's talk about the story. It's a king, Black Bolt. He's the king of the Inhumans, lives on the moon. His brother decides to betray him, and everyone else decides to act stupid and let it happen. That's pretty much the plot. And now we have 8 episodes for them to lollygag around. And I'm not saying Hawaii's a terrible place to film because I watch Hawaii 5-0. So it's not that it's terrible, it's just the whole convenience of the plot, the terribleness of Medusa. The character of Medusa, who's a badass vixen in the comics and has all these cool hair powers, right? Speaking of, that's gonna harken back to the CG. Speaking of all these crazy hair powers that she has, she kind of has them in the show, but they don't really expand on it because it costs money to have CG. So you know what they did to her? Spoiler, no spoiler, they cut her hair and they made her bald. A character who's defined by her hair, her hair is shaved bald so they can skip out on CG. But now we have a show about regular dudes with no powers, because essentially all their powers are kind of being phased out to save on CG budget. Because this movie, or this first 2 episodes shot in IMAX, they invested millions of dollars into it. And it looks crap on IMAX. Can you imagine how it's gonna look for free on TV? It's gonna be terrible. And I'm not gonna blame the actors because they have some pretty phenomenal actors. I mean, Ramsey Bolton's on the show for one. The woman who plays Medusa is also on Ballers. So I know they can act. The guy who plays Black Bolt can act even though he doesn't have lines, he can act. So it's not the actors, it's the showrunner's fault, because the guy who is showrunning this is also the same person who showran Iron Fist. And we all know how Iron Fist turned out pretty trash, right? Why is Marvel still hiring this guy? Why are they still giving this man a job? Give me a job, I will give you a better TV show. Stop, do not hire him anymore. But all in all, the show isn't engaging enough to keep us interested for longer than a season. The only reason we're gonna watch the show for a season is because it's only 8 episodes long. 8 hours of my life. I've given 8 hours to terrible TV shows before. So I'm gonna watch this in the hopes it gets better. But if the pinnacle of your show is the first 2 episodes and you have millions of dollars invested in it and it's lackluster and it's pretty trash, not even lackluster, trash, I'm fairly certain the rest of the show is gonna be even worse. And it's not engaging, enticing, or visually appealing enough to keep fans and a fan base, so it's gonna get canceled. And the fact that this show is legitimately created, thought up, written, casted, and produced in 6 weeks. Yeah, you heard me. The show is created, pitched, written, casted, directed, produced, filmed all in 6 weeks. So that means essentially they had one big script and like they just recorded everything within 2 days. Like every episode is pretty much recorded in 2 days. Overall, the show is terrible. It's not enough to keep ratings up. It's not gonna get renewed for a second season. Anyway guys, have you seen it? Let me know in the comment section below if you've seen Inhumans. If you haven't, save yourself the time. If you have, tell your friends don't watch it. And until next time guys, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Until next time, peace.